Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHONJ fans trolled Teresa Giudice as she poses with House of Villains co-stars. Are these her ex-inmates? The Real Housewives of New Jersey may be off the air for the foreseeable future, but its original star stayed booked and busy. Teresa Giudice is set to have a massive presence on House of Villains Season 2. Premiering later this month on E! Her casting was announced earlier this year, and we've watched countless sneak peeks of the season as she goes up against Tiffany New York Pollard. Regardless of what you think of Teresa, she knows how to deliver good TV, and producers will probably laugh all the way to the bank when the show premieres. Pre-season footage shows her having countless arguments with Tiffany, which has made viewers question how she'll fare against the flavor of Love Alum. As Monsters and Critics reported, the House of Villains Season 2 cast includes Wes Birdman, Larissa Lima, Richard Hatch, Jesse Goddard, Candy Muse, Victoria Larson, Camilla Poindexter, and Seferi. Teresa has been busy promoting the show. Following a recent press event, she shared photos of her cast on social media. As expected, there were some comments beneath the photos that we're sure the RHONJ would rather not exist. But the reality of social media is that people will make their voices heard, and that's precisely what happened here. Are these her ex-inmates? One viewer wrote, clearly reminding everyone that Teresa was imprisoned for a lengthy spell many years ago. Teresa's time on RHONJ has been marred in recent years by toxic fans who have let the show's toxicity spill online. Teresa even came out to try to shut it down earlier this year as social media bullying of her co-stars intensified. "You ruined the show," wrote another viewer, whom we're sure is referencing RHONJ. The long-running Bravo series future is questionable as producers attempt to revitalize the cast. Teresa isn't as lucrative as she once was because network executives will look to trim budgets wherever possible. Why her makeup always make her look washed out, another viewer wrote. Another critic wondered about the recent changes in Teresa's appearance. Your lips stretch from one side of your face to the other. Why? The fan wondered. You were beautiful before all the drastic changes. Teresa is well known as one of Bravo's biggest villains, but will she handle the heat in a house with other people like herself? That's one of the more interesting questions as we await the new season of House of Villains. Teresa Giudice, one of the most notorious Real Housewives of New Jersey stars, has never been one to shy away from controversy. Over the years, she's weathered a storm of personal and legal scandals. But in true Teresa fashion, she's always bounced back, louder, bolder, and with a fiercer attitude. However, the reality queen's latest photo op with her fellow cast members from the show House of Villains has reignited the shade-throwing in full force. And in classic RHONJ fan style, the internet's favorite pastime was back. Trolling Teresa Giudice. This time, it wasn't just about her outfits or her infamous table-flipping temper, but a biting jab aimed at her past legal troubles. The infamous question circulating around social media was dripping with sarcasm. Are these her ex-inmates? The picture that launched 1,000 comments. The snapshot in question was a seemingly harmless group photo of Teresa posing with her House of Villains co-stars, including reality show heavyweights like Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules, Omarosa from The Apprentice, and Johnny Fairplay from Survivor. All of them are notorious for their outrageous, often villainous, antics across various reality TV franchises. And while the lineup made for a potent cocktail of TV drama, it was Teresa who stole the show in more ways than one. The photo, posted to her Instagram with a caption that read, #House of Villains Takeover. Let's bring the drama, featured Teresa front and center, striking a pose with her signature fierce expression, flanked by her co-stars in equally bold stances. It didn't take long for the RHONJ fan base to flood the comments section with snarky digs and cutting humor. "Looks like a reunion pic from her time in the clink," one fan commented, triggering a wave of laughing emojis. "Teresa's back in her element. Is this the new federal prison lineup?" Another quipped, referencing her widely publicized 2014 jail sentence for fraud. But perhaps the most popular comment, liked by thousands of users, delivered the hardest blow. "Are these her ex-inmates?" The trolling struck a chord, drawing even more memes, GIFs, and fans piling onto the joke. In no time, the comment section resembled a roast, with Teresa's past coming back to haunt her, this time with a hefty dose of social media shade. A reputation that sticks. The trolling wasn't entirely unexpected. Teresa's legal issues have always been a hot topic within the RHONJ fandom, ever since her and her then-husband Joe Giudice were convicted on multiple charges of fraud, leading to both serving time behind bars. Teresa's 11-month prison stint became a major storyline in the show, with fans divided between those who sympathized with her and those who relished in the drama. For many fans, Teresa's past continues to be part of her narrative, no matter how much she tries to reinvent herself. Even though she's embraced new ventures, from her podcast Namas B. Dollarches to a seemingly happy marriage to Luis Ruiz, her role on House of Villains feels like a perfect match to her long-standing image as a reality TV firebrand. However, while some fans seem fixated on poking fun at her prison past, others argue that Teresa's resilience is what makes her such an enduring figure in reality television. Despite all the backlash and trolling, she continues to maintain her status as a Bravo legend, with a career spanning over a decade and counting. For Teresa, there seems to be no such thing as bad press. It only adds to the allure of her larger-than-life persona. Villain or victim? The title House of Villains has, of course, only added more fuel to the fire. The show brings together some of reality TV's most notorious characters, creating a kind of supervillain ensemble. Naturally, Teresa's inclusion sparked debates about whether she truly fits the villain mold. She's definitely a villain. Who else could flip tables like that and survive jail with a glow-up? One fan wrote. Others disagreed, viewing Teresa more as a misunderstood figure, caught up in a whirlwind of family drama and fame. Villain? Nah, she's more of a victim in her own twisted storyline, another fan noted. Still, for many, the show's title seemed fitting. If you think about it, she's been a villain on RHONJ for years, a fan tweeted. She's burned bridges, fought with family, and caused chaos every season. It's about time she embraced the label. As the trolling continued to pour in, some fans took it upon themselves to defend Teresa. They pointed out that while her past may be scandalous, she's worked hard to rebuild her life, raise her daughters, and stay relevant in an industry that's notoriously fickle. Embracing the chaos. In true Teresa Giudice fashion, the reality star has yet to respond to the trolls. Whether she chooses to clap back or let the comments slide remains to be seen. But if her history is any indication, she's not one to shy away from confrontation, especially when her image is at stake. While the internet trolls had their fun, it's clear that Teresa has mastered the art of staying relevant. Whether she's flipping tables, serving time, or starring in a show with the word villains in the title, Teresa knows how to generate buzz, good or bad. As House of Villains airs, it's likely that Teresa will continue to lean into her bad girl persona, much to the delight of her fans and haters alike. And maybe, just maybe, the next time she posts a photo with her co-stars, she'll do so with a wink, fully aware that even as she's trolled, she's winning the game of reality TV by staying in the spotlight. After all, in the world of reality television, being a villain is often just another way to stay on top. And Teresa Giudice seems to have that part down to a fine art.